We are here this afternoon to witness the swearing-in ceremony of the 17 transitional local government chairmen appointed to supervise the affairs of the local government areas of our state. The appointments we are making today is very important to our government. It not only fulfills a constitutional requirement of the third tier of government, but clearly indicates that this government is in a hurry to begin delivering on our campaign promises to Abians. We arrived at the choice of the 17 TC chairmen being presented here after a painstaking review process, which included, but not limited to, the following: loyalty, strong ability to deliver quality performance under pressure, a track record of honest, dedicated, and people-oriented service to the grassroots. We will employ the same criteria in monitoring and assessing the performances of our TC chairmen while in service. We have taken this pain to select our local government political leaders now, since invariably these positions are transitional and will yield to elected chairmen in the future. This is therefore a period of challenge when most of you now appointed can choose to write your names boldly in gold as acclaimed achievers in your local governments. Or you can choose, on the contrary, to be consigned to the dump sites of history as tested non-performance. I am sure you will choose the former one. I am confident that the TC chairmen we are swearing in today will not disappoint us and will not disappoint their constituencies and their families by focusing on self-aggrandizement and pursuit of inordinate riches. Instead, they will focus on being the grassroots change and the base chain, linking the new government's determined resolve to change the new face of Abia as a fast, focused developing state where equity reigns. It is indeed with these expectations that I today swear in the following Transitional Council chairmen for our local governments, some of whom have indeed been tested and are proven worthy. They have all been sworn in, and you know them as per their names and their local governments. I will advise the CC chairmen being sworn in today to consider these appointments as privileges and not of rights. They should pursue their assignment with utmost seriousness and execute their functions with the fear of God and with a resolve to improve the lives of their constituents and leave strong legacies of valuable services during their tenure. I also expect them to run the councils in a truly democratic fashion, consulting and working harmoniously with their council teams while avoiding a self-centered one-man show. This way, you can be the agents of restoring the confidence of our people in grassroots governance of the local governments and in the deepening of our nascent democratic tenets in this state. For the period that all of you will serve in office, you will perform, and other activities will be closely monitored and periodically appraised. The days of indolence in service and impunity in office are certainly over in Abia State. I will not hesitate to make any change of any person whose activities are anti-people or run contrary to the wishes of our people, as well as those who fail to discharge their commitments accordingly. In addition, all the councillors who, before now, served with you are also reappointed into their different councils. They will help you move your different local governments to the next step of positive development. I would at this point like to wish all the sworn-in chairmen the best of luck as you will serve your state with diligence. And for the council TC deputy chairman, they are as follows that have been cleared by the House of Assembly. Umuahia North, Mrs. Beatrice Oloma Ikbendo. Umuahia South, Mrs. Florence Wankpa. Ikuano Anthony Mbama. Bende, Honorable Godwin Ndom. Ohafia Oji Carlo Kalusha. Arochukwu Ima Jidofo Kanu. Isukwato Lolo Charity Emenike. Omunoj Chief Dan Okoli. Isialangwa North Honorable Okezie Okenyerem. Isialangwa South Ezeji Nwankpa. Obingwa Chidebere Ihemene Mado. Aba North Mrs. Love Nnamani. Aba South Honorable David Kanu. Ugunabo Chinkwe Anodo. Osisi Omangwa Mr. Chidi Ozurumba. Okwa East Honorable Timothy O. Nna. Okwa West Mr. Ikoku Nwankwo. And for the place that one of the councillors that is in our half your local government, one of the councillors has been promoted to the rank of deputy chairman. And for that position that he has left, we'll bring somebody to fill it. And I want to call on all Abians to be patient with us, that we are running a transition government now that will accommodate a lot of people. I believe that by next time we're going to do this, the selection of councillors will be universal. One councillor from each ward. If you have 10 wards, you have 10 councillors in the local government. And I plead with all of you to cooperate with the different chairmen that you have sworn in today. Give them your maximum cooperation because they cannot perform in isolation. You have to cooperate with them to deliver. But where you go down to pull them down, it becomes disastrous for all of us. From what I have read, my charge to the different council chairmen that are here, that were sworn in, is to ensure, first and foremost, when you go in your environment, I've taken time to go to different local governments, and I see that the environment is unbecoming of a local government. You start inwards before you go outside. Try to maintain, try to make an impact. These 3 months that you are staying, I want a project from each local government chairman. Before you leave, you must give me one project. We want to celebrate our 100 days in office, and your projects will count in these 100 days in office. So I expect much from you. To whom much is given, much is expected. On that note, I want to thank you sincerely for coming and to thank every person who has found time to accompany you to this place to make this occasion very grand. May God bless Abia State.
A vote of thanks on behalf of my colleagues. And that is to say that I have the privilege and honor to thank His Excellency for this opportunity to serve at a very crucial level, the very hub of the grassroots development, the local government areas. For some of us, our gratitude to serve it is not as much as the gratitude to participate in the liberation of Abia, which you provided a germane platform for us. For over a decade, as we are aware, this state was embroiled in one of the most devastating plunder ever known to man. And that was in the guise of hollow political radicalism, which pitched the state against superior powers at the federal level. And the consequences were quite devastating and far-reaching, leaving the state underdeveloped and in a very comatose state. The excitement to be on the right side of history cannot be overemphasized, particularly in this, which is to be part of a liberation, a freedom. As we all know, freedom is to humanity what salvation is to the soul. So we cannot thank His Excellency enough for that single opportunity to participate in the age-long struggle to liberate Abia from the clutches of demagoguery. As we groaned under the excruciating weight of what was then known as mamacracy, unknown to us, God was preparing to repeat history that happened some 3,000 years ago in Egypt. And God chose a man who had a unique combination of calm, firmness, honesty, to replicate the position of Moses, and had to do it where it will have the deepest impact, coming from the very guts of the one who holds sway on this subservience and subjugation to give us that liberation. I do not believe that he will withhold anything from Abia, having given the best, which is freedom. That platform is what we are going to build on, and we have been charged to go do your bidding. On behalf of my colleagues, Your Excellency, we promise to deliver on your words. Thank you very much.